Good evening, everyone. I'm here with Lauren Suntuck. I'll say it the French way, Suntuck.
Whichever way you want, sweetie.
You know, American, living in Paris. It's been 25 years.
That's right.
Lauren, how are you?
I am fantastic. Thank you.
Yes?
How are you?
How does it feel? Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
How does it feel? Like you've been here 25 years in Paris?
Yes, 25 years. I've loved every. It's not true. I haven't loved every second of it. Every second of it.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, my podcast is all about reinventing, and the reason I thought it was important for us to have a sort of chat today is because I've discovered that there's a lot of people out there who are scared of changing, of pivoting, of making decisions that are holding them back, wanting to get advice from other people, but not listening to their gut instinct. What has your process been like?
My process has been always to listen to my gut first. I think that a lot of my trajectory has been guided by my gut in a given situation and encounters. And I think that a lot of the things that I've experienced, that I've been very fortunate to experience, have been thanks to encounters made with people. I don't want to use the cliche right person, right time, but it is very much that, where you think there's something interesting here and I want to see where this goes. And the first started with my husband, and that's why I'm here. We met, hallelujah, in the States. Roll. That was amazing. Bravo.
Came from the heart.
Absolutely. It was an honest sneeze. I met my husband, who is French.
Yeah.
And it's that phenomenon that people talk about and you always say, yeah, right. But it truly was something that just clicked when I met him. Was
it a coup de cœur? Was it one of those things saw him and it was like, this is it?
His smile across the room, and I just had a flash, and I thought, I have to meet that person. And we ended up chatting luckily knew people in common, and ended up chatting for 2 hours, and then missed each other completely. And thanks to friends who exchanged our numbers, he called me one day, and I had no idea who he was because he said his name with a French accent. And so I said, I beg your pardon. and he asked me out on a date.
Did you pray hard to get, or did you say yes?
Right away? I was like, when, where? I'm there.
Well, that's good. I like that.
No, I've never been one to play. I'm not a game player.
You're not a game player?
No, there's not enough time for that.
Not enough time, which
life is too short.
Absolutely. And so you have many hats in your life. You're a mother.
Yes.
You're a wife.
Yes.
You're a copywriter. You're a singer.
Yes.
You have so many things. It sounds to me like you're the epitome of someone who's constantly going back and forth and living your life to the fullest.
Absolutely. Probably would be my credo is, this is a one-act play, and you have to give it your all this time around. And so I don't want to miss out on opportunities. I'm an extremely curious person, and I did want very much, when I met my husband, I was ready to move anywhere with him, and the plan was always sort of to move back to Europe. That was absolutely never, there was never a moment of hesitation for me. I've always said, let's do this, it's an adventure, let's see what happens. I know myself well enough to know how I will react. I know my strengths and my weaknesses, and I've always moved forward, not without consideration, but knowing those things, and I think that's always been sort of my compass, if you like. So regardless of what comes at me, which is not always, what you were hoping for, perhaps.
Right.
But I trust myself to be able to bounce back.
So you trust your instincts, but reinvention can be something really scary, right? Because oftentimes, and I can attest to it, I've spent a lot of my life worrying about what other people think, worrying about if my decision is often been framed by what I thought other people's thoughts were of what they thought I should be doing. And it took me a long time, I think it was probably in my 40s, when I started to realize, wait a minute, the decisions I was making for others was not making me happy. And then you suddenly realize, I need to choose myself. Is that an easy process for you? Because I know as a mother, it's not always easy to do that.
It's not an easy process insofar as you say, and it's very aptly said, when you're a mother, there's almost an unspoken rule that you're not supposed to think of yourself first. because that makes you selfish. And so I would be lying if I said I didn't struggle with that originally. When my husband and I decided to get married, having children was a project that both of us wanted very much. Unfortunately, it did not come as easily as we would have hoped. And so that was the beginning of another adventure. And that adventure was IVF. And in a foreign country, I did speak some French. I mean, I majored in French, so I hopefully spoke some French when I came here. Let other people decide. And to go through that process, which was difficult at times, I won't lie. But I never once lost faith that it would work.
How did you hold on to that?
Because I believed that I had the strength to go through it, whatever was coming, and I would see it through all the way, regardless. I realize in saying that could have gone, the other way, and so we're very, very fortunate that it went the right way, and we have 3 beautiful children now, and I have never regretted a second of that. So the struggle was definitely worth it. It was a struggle at times, but I only look back on it now with a smile.
Clearly, and I know you're very happy being the mother that you are, and the wife that you are. Yes. So, tell me something. Does Reinvention ever retire? Do we ever stop reinventing ourselves?
I hope not. I seriously hope not, because I have been many things. I hope I will be many more. I haven't had my say yet. That's sort of how I look at it. Is it scary? Yes, because like you said, it comes with the fear that other people will be looking at you asking, what is she thinking? I sort of decided not to listen to that a long time ago, because there was a point in my life before I met my husband, when I was much younger and was starting a career that I didn't really want to, but everyone told me I should probably do it.
What was it?
Modeling. And
that's right, you were modeling for Ralph Lauren.
For a day, for a day.
Yeah.
Because, and all respect to people who do it. It's not an easy job.
Yeah.
It just wasn't for me.
How did you know that?
Because, and this will sound ironic with what I'm going to tell you after, I don't necessarily like to be in the spotlight. I like to work on the other side, and I like to see and watch and create, but I don't want necessarily to be a part of the visible creation, I guess, put it that way. And I think also that at the time, and as it always has been, as a woman particularly, it's very difficult to be in front of the lens and to listen to critiques that you weren't ready to hear. It's not easy as a 16, 17-year-old. And so I absolutely admire people who can stick it out. I'm strong in a lot of ways, and I discovered very quickly that was not one of them. So
it wasn't going to be your story.
No, not at all, no.
Do you have any regrets about anything that you've done? Because I try to always stay positive, but I almost think sometimes when we go back and we go through the different lenses of our lives, we start to think, oh, maybe that if I had done this differently, this would have given me a different outcome. How do you manage that? If you do at all?
I mean, there could always have been a different outcome, but I don't have any regrets, because I am very fulfilled as it is. I already consider myself very fortunate to be where I am, to have done what I've done, to been where I've been, and to have the people in my life that I'm fortunate enough to have with me. And every decision that I've made, whether there were some immediate negative consequences, has brought me to where I am today. To this couch sitting talking to you, a friend, and sharing my experiences. I have no regrets. I can look back and reflect on things, and I learn from those, but I'm thrilled to always be learning. Everything is an opportunity to move forward. And it's not that I don't see the point in feeling regret, it's that it's not a useful emotion to me. So I look at the thing, evaluate it for what it was, take what I can from it, and then I go forward with that knowledge, whatever I've learned from it.
Sounds to me like you've done also a lot of therapy. It sounds to me like you're very, no offense, you sound very grounded.
Never take that.
No, but you sound like you're very clear and concise in how you're seeing yourself, how you see your life.
Thank you.
Have you ever had to deal with that imposter syndrome
Absolutely.
that lurks behind you? How do you manage that imposter?
Well, I have an approach to life that relies heavily on humor.
I can see that.
And I think when I do get that voice, and it is a voice, and it has been the voice of many different faces and people in my life, if you like, it takes on different costumes from time to time, that voice crops up. And then I just sort of, laugh it out of my headspace when I can. Doesn't always work, but I think it's something that I've learned to live with, and I know what it is now. I understand it, and I understand why it's there. And so I have pushed myself, for example, with singing, to go on stage when the last thing I wanted to do was go on stage, because that voice came into the dressing room and said, "You're a fake, you can't do this. Everyone's gonna laugh at you, what a waste." And then I really quickly said, "What do you know?"
You told the voice that?
Yes, of course. There are a lot of conversations going on in here all the time.
That is sometimes what it is. I think managing the imposter syndrome is acknowledging that the imposter is there,
Yes.
but not letting them control the narrative.
Exactly.
Because by that way, that's the recipe for success, right? That's the way of saying, you know what? I'm going to get through this, irrespective of that voice.
Of course, I'm me. I know who I am. I believe in myself, and that's what I need to do this. And it's okay if it doesn't speak to everyone. That's fine. It's not going to stop me from trying to do what I want to do the way I want to do it.
Lauren, I mean, you've been giving a lot of words of wisdom. I'm taking it all in. I'm taking my mental notes. What advice would you give to people that are watching today who are listening to your story? Maybe they're a mother, they're an ex-model, they're someone that's kind of pondering making a tough decision, but they don't know how. What would you advise that profile of person, human out there who is listening to you today?
It's a tricky one, I think, because it's very personal. It's a very personal experience, and some are equipped better than others at any given time. I think regardless, it's at least it has been very important to me to be true to myself, and to not stray from my values, what I hold as important. And the golden rule, which is, we all know, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I'm paraphrasing that very badly, but that's in essence what it is. As long as I am doing something that I believe in, and I know that I'm capable of it, and it's hopefully going to bring happiness to other people, because that's also part of it, then I'm on the right path. And if ever I start to feel like this doesn't feel like me, or I feel like I'm edging towards something that I don't recognize in myself, that's sort of the self-correction mode that swings into action. And just stay your course.
Yeah, that's valued advice. And what would you say, because tomorrow is another day, how would you imagine your life in 2-3 years in terms of your success track, in terms of your happy place?
As long as I'm still laughing, because I think that's really important. What I do most of the time involves language and communicating and reaching people and hopefully impacting their lives in a positive way through the stories that I work on. And I see myself communicating in some way and in contact with people, because I very much enjoy that. That is the greatest school for me. Is what I glean from interactions with people from all walks of life. And so I'm completely open to those encounters, and I hope that I feel sure that I will still be looking for them and jumping right in.
Do you still dream?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Can you share?
You mean about my profession? I would like to be a heavy metal drummer.
Okay, that sounds good.
It's there somewhere. So I'm going to have my son teach me drumming. It's never too late. I probably will do more musical projects, because that's my second language. Actually, my second language. French is the third.
Right.
And doing it with people that I enjoy, people that are as open to sharing those experiences as I am.
And do you see France as a great place to reinvent? Because I can tell you, France is where we came from North America to reinvent ourselves, so to speak. Maybe not even knowing we were. But do you think Paris, for example, is the right playground for that?
It has been for me. It has been for me. I don't believe in destiny per se, but I told my mother that I wanted to study French when I was 5, and I started when I was 6, and then somehow always stayed with French somehow. And so if I did believe in destiny, I could say, wow, that was destiny at play, because look, here I am. I think it's also, what it is really is a love for the language and the culture, and now for a person, 3 people plus my husband who are French. And so, yes, it's been a wonderful place for me. I think it was not always easy, but that's absolutely normal. And again, that's one of those experiences where, the first year that you're in a new country and you've lost your bearings, I decided that I liked it, and that would be a way to learn more about myself in the way that I adapted, in that sink or swim attitude, and I was always planning to swim. So.
And what's the big thing you learned?
That everything's going to be fine, because there are good people everywhere, and if you're honest with yourself and you put in the effort necessary, there's someone there who will react to that in a positive way. And that's, again, those famous encounters that I'm talking about. You meet people that lead you, and I think it was important for me to not be afraid. Not be afraid to make mistakes, to say the wrong thing. Goodness knows, my French was passable but not perfect. But the moment that I opened myself to the possibility of making mistakes and not fearing those mistakes, it's when I think people saw a sincerity that spoke to them. And so it opened a lot of doors for me, actually. And it's probably one of the biggest reasons that I'm doing what I am now.
Well, thank you, Lauren.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. We're going to do rapid fire, if you don't mind. It's going to be super fast. Night of Netflix or out dancing?
Oh, Netflix. Oh, no, wait a minute. Can I take Netflix then dancing, or vice versa?
Yeah, you could do both if you want.
Love to dance.
Okay, I know you do. Favorite thing you love in your husband?
Sense of humor.
Important.
Yes.
One thing that makes you crazy about Paris?
This is so mean. The tourists. It's just a lot sometimes.
Yeah, the tourists you don't deal with, okay?
Mm.
Your favorite holiday destination?
Destination? Home with my family.
Your most memorable place you made love in?
Oh, goodness. Charles. Pass.
Thank you so much, Lauren.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Charles.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you.
Didn't make any sense at all what I said.
Thank you.
I was already with my favorite film.
You want to say your favorite? We could ask that.
No, too late.
No, we can. Do we have time?
No.
Trading
Places.
Okay. Lauren, your favorite film?
Trading Places, without
Why?
hesitation. Because it is probably the most perfectly orchestrated comedy ever. But it also has these underlying messages, universal messages about man and the way we treat each other. It's absolute perfection.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Good. Done.